Oh my goodness, those people came to Colorado and they watched that here too. Adam cooked us a great breakfast, and Don is channeling his inner Adam today. I'll get a better picture later.
Yeah.
And we got this 16-pound brisket on the grill.
It's a small one. Yeah,
just a small one for later this afternoon for meal today. We're kind of taking a down day before we go to Pikes Peak tomorrow. There's the meat. Still got several hours to go, but it sure is looking good. All right, so I feel like I'm at home. Adam has out his pop rivet kit, and Don is over here repairing his suitcase, which had a little boo-boo. We had a good time in the hot tub last night. Very relaxing at the end of the day.
The workbench?
Yeah, good. The current workbench, yeah. And I'm set up here trying to edit yesterday's video, but there's a lot of footage. We are headed to McGill's World of Ice Cream. Does that not sound like a good destination?
It is for me.
Yeah, we're excited.
Here we go.
Oh, it's a truck.
That's right.
So the Cybertruck parked itself here, navigated over here. You'll notice that there's no lines. It just found the other cars and said, all right, I'm here. We're talking a little bit about Grok, and Grok's come up several times on the trip. And I was going to say, you know, with the original AP, AEP, and flavors of FSD, I guess a lot of us drivers hope that specifically what we were doing was helping the fleet to like it would learn our driveway entrance or learn stuff, and sure our data got correlated in with everybody else's data, and Tesla's got this big data, but it was never like centered down to our specific thing. It just went into this big sum. And so now here we are having these individual private conversations with Grok, but they're not really necessarily helping Grok be better.
The individual items in the conversation are stripped out.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Greater pieces of it that match other model pieces are what's being used.
Yeah, well, I take the time to let Grok know, like, you told me the bluebirds would hatch on such and such a day. This is the day they hatched on. But, you know, that piece of data is not really going into future decision making. It's just, oh, thanks.
And it doesn't validate anything that Grok already knew.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So I sort of...
It's frustrating. That part's frustrating.
That's part's frustrating. I want to be able to help make more of an effort was the point that I'm trying to make. I want to make a difference in helping this thing, and I'm not sure that I am, but I'll still use it. So we're at the Belmar/Lakewood Heritage Center. And we're we're learning a little local history, and we're walking off our ice cream. Yeah, it says Heritage Lakewood Belmar Park on the sign over there. We're not here on an event day, but sometimes on event days they pull this stuff out of here. A case tractor. Well, Case will be jealous.
Right. Our namesake.
Yeah.
Crazy. You see little squirrel footprints, a raccoon or something.
There's been a critter inside with the Model A. Yep, I see it there. Hasn't been washed in a while. This building is called the Auction House. We're walking toward the agricultural hub. It's just, you know, at Christmas time they have a lot of special events and decorations and things to really add to the area. Hand-churned buttercream here at the Streer-Peterson house. So this trip, I was telling Michelle, is the first time in years that I've seen real milkweed. We just don't see this in Raleigh. I guess they did such a good problem with the roadside herbicides, we don't have it anymore. But for monarch butterflies, you need milkweed. We always had it in New Jersey. So they have a little garden here. Michelle and I, of course, had to check out the garden. We've got bees, so the kids can come and learn about the bees. And cool. Our friend Joe Tripp in the Cary area back home is a beekeeper. One of these days we're going to have a hive, a rogue hive in the yard, and I'm going to call it and he's going to come get it for us. I've never seen one, but we'll add that to my bucket list. Look at the bunnies! They're chasing each other. It's so cute. Hi guys. We got snapdragons. We got daisies. There was a really pretty peony back there. I don't know what this is actually. So Michelle, do you know what this is? It's not really, you know, it has thorns. And it looks a little rose-like, but is it crown of thorns?
I have no idea.
So it's a bush road or a rugosa something. Anyway, extra prickles, extra leaves. The guys are having a good time with the tractor equipment. When I came over to see the bunnies. They're all labeled: corn cultivator, sulky plow, corn planter, dump rake, hay baler or hay press, silage cutter or silage, silage, ditcher. You can tell I'm not a farmer. A threshing machine. Well, this is, you know, Eaterville is not full of implements, or there's implements there, but the tractors are so impressive you don't end up paying attention to them. Disc plow. So here's the country school. Yeah, they're outside in the wintertime in this picture. And there's snow on the ground and none of them have coats on. Well, very few of them have coats on. I'm going to take that as they genuinely weren't cold versus they couldn't afford a coat. So all of the buildings here were real buildings, but they were moved here, you know, restored, fixed up to make this little park/museum site. So this is a 9 hot dog cooker. Pretty neat. I've never seen. It's Presto brand too. It's from the 30s. I guess Presto's been around a long time. Well, I would be desperate for a malt if I hadn't just had that great milkshake. You can see the malt machine back there, the green with the stainless steel, and then the malt glasses. Since Michelle grew up here, she knows where a lot of these places were before they were moved to the park here. Estes Motel. And this we've been on, she's saying Colfax, we've been on Colfax.
Tons of gas stations along Colfax and then tons of hotels.
So we want to stay at one of these hotels. Motel, I'm sorry. It's cute. Oh, did you see it at the very far back, Donnie? It's got a coffee, fancy coffee pot thing. It's got a roundish looking suitcase like my mom had. Oh, it has that Twilight Zone time, like you're walking, a vibe, like you're walking down the street and you've been transported back.
Waiting for something weird to happen.
Exactly. I'm waiting for the town people to be looking from, you know, hidden spots around town and then come out. That's what's missing is the people. It's like one of those.
No AC, baby, but we got us a fan.
That's your AC.
Sure.
Fan.
AC fan, that's right.
So the sign here is a faithful reconstruction of the original motel sign. But that's still nice. This is the bus stop, the bus depot. Wide acres. Makes me want to start singing Green Acres. It wasn't a bus stop, it was a train depot.
Trolley, train.
Yeah. Well, was it electric? Is this implying it was overhead, the electricity?
Yeah,
this electric. Let's get this right. It's the interurban streetcar line. between Lakewood and Golden is where Wide Acres was. That's not really the depot. This is just a little place you waited to get on and off the streetcar. But all of the museum's other artifacts, the old hair dryer, ice cream maker, a little kitty car and stuff are all housed in that building. So when they have special events and they open it up, you can see those items as well. So the fire station's not here, but we think it's going to be here at some point. Probably raising funds.
Yeah, they just set this.
And another garden. And more milkweed. We saw one eastern tiger swallowtail. I didn't, at least that's what I think it was, but I didn't get to. It flew before I could get a picture. Well, there is a lot more inside. We've certainly felt very welcomed. Been a long time since I've seen a jukebox. Let's see, what songs do we have? They're going to be older songs, right? Waylon and Willie, Good-Hearted Woman. The Bee Gees, Love So Right. Loretta Lynn, Emmylou Harris, Neil Diamond, Sweet Caroline. Looks good. I remember centennial plates for some states, but I'm trying to remember if New Jersey had one or not. I'll have to look that up. Here's some old office equipment, typewriters, accounting machines, news presses. Oh, here's more centennial plates. And what is the car? Tin Lizzie, Model T Ford. 1921. So we've been past the Federal Center, and Adam was telling us a little bit about it, and looks like it was thrown together for World War II, and they produced munitions, ordnance there, as well as a whole lot of other stuff. So this was a machine, a graphotype from World War II that made the dog tags. This is a dictatype, and the thing that caught my attention, of course, was the fact that it had the Edison stamp on it. It was used to do dictation. Yeah, producing the ordnance here during World War II was a big deal. Brought a 20,000 people workforce, the fourth largest city in Colorado, while the people were all in this area, and all the new things they had to do to have schools for the kids that came with those people. And wow, you know, we have Dorothea Dix was a mental health institution in Raleigh, but this area had a cancer center. So Michelle shared that her family ended up here to find treatment for a family member.
And before it was cancer, it was tuberculosis.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I remember.
And this building still exists behind Casa Bonita?
I think so, yeah.
It says Lakewood area is a dry prairie and could not be settled by people without access to water. And during the late 1800s, a lot of irrigation ditches were dug to bring the water to crops and people, livestock. May Bonfils, daughter to Denver Post co-founder Frederick Bonfils, moved to unincorporated Jefferson County from Denver in the 30s. With a desire to escape challenging familial relationships, she found peace and fulfillment in establishing a successful hobby farm that grew over time. What's a hobby farm? She used her inheritance to build her pride and joy a mansion that she named Belmar. This is a timeline showing the buildings that we walked past being moved on site and restored. So this effort started in '76 and is still ongoing today. Look at that piece of brisket. That is an impressive piece of meat. Adam has been teasing me for months about the smoker and the smoked meat and how good he is at getting.
Don already rolled his eyes back in his head. So
oh my God, it's good. Well, you know how much Don and I like. Yes, I see you, but I'm trying to get it go down again, and it's there it goes. All right, there's down. Yeah, the Waldorf Astoria.
I'll use my finger.
Life's a garden, dig it. I thought it said I like to dig in the dirt. Maybe that's another sign around here. I think that's actually on the side of the hot tub.
Yeah, we're hanging flags. Just reminds me of home. Reminds me of home. We're hanging flag.
You're on a honeydew for Michelle.
Honeydew list.
With Michelle. They've
That's
been to Home Depot
date
after we
night.
had this awesome, yeah, minus the dates.
Minus the
You go to
girls.
Home Depot or Lowe's?
Lowe's.
Okay.
And
I showed him how to spend money more
show
efficiently.
me how to spend it more efficiently.
How's that?
There's a wallet in the Lowe's app.
And
You
how
don't
does
have to do the tap to pay or anything like
Oh,
that.
you just put some money in there and then it works?
No, it's got your credit card. I won't show you my credit card.
Oh, Donnie, I own your credit card.
Yeah, well, no, I'm talking about the videos.
The other way. The other side.
Does it really say two things on two different sides? It does say I'd like to play in the dirt. Very nice.
That's it.
Now the wind is not going to carry it away, and Adam won't have to hear about it anymore. Most importantly, right?
And now I have an excuse to
On the
go
whole world.
On this weird ladies vlog, I'm gonna be famous for putting.
Now, it is easy to change, so women can change it themselves.
Right, because it has to change with the seasons and the holidays. Otherwise, it's not, right.
We don't need to get our 10,000 steps every day just changing flags.
Too funny, too funny.